teams will visit the win column for the first time. We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here you go. Here you go.
First down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Trucks over him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless. And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On first down, right back to ETN. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level. And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them? Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Let's see what you got. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Burrow going to fake to Mixon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Right there, 54, right there.
On play action, they'll throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow, flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run. Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Set the tone. 11. There goes.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence forced out to his left, and this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's coming. Check in. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Play action. It's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
11 MT. 11.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Burrow on play action. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11, 12.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
54. Get that quarterback at all costs. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Start. 11.
Mike 28. Watch the run.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another Bengals first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
First down. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
70, Indy.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jags might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Clay Brooks to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Man open is Robinson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Lawrence That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
If I don't do nothing, I serve. Really, I'm super absurd. Got them all dead like purge. Leave them speechless, no words. Leave them speechless, no. Coming in first, you third. Tight fit, showing my. Lights, camera, action like verbs. Going hard for my sisters. Hurry up, take my picture. Heels hurt, I got blisters.